and we gon' ride the boogie. Say that heat of love, I'm gonna rock with you. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Greg Green live stream, coming to you live from Sherman, Texas, baby. I keep forgetting the name of this place, but the Old Iron Post. Shout out to my man Nick, the manager out here, who was gracious enough to allow me to do the live stream here tonight. Shout out to Nick. Hey, also shout out to Katie. Katie, come on over here, Katie. Come on over, Katie. Katie is our waitress. She took great care of us today. She gave me some equipment that I was missing that I needed, and it was awesome. So thank y'all for tuning in. Getting ready for the Battle of the Axe, Sherman versus Denison. I'm so excited. I got some friends here already. They're going to come up a little bit later. I got Chad Cole here. I got Kevin Morris. These guys played with me back in 88 and 89. We got some Bearcat moms here. Kelly Taylor's in the house. Her boys are playing tonight in the game. She's got two boys playing tonight, linebacker and running back. They're going to be tearing it up, bringing down the house. I got Chad's little girl here, Landry. She's going to be talking about playing volleyball out there in Waco and doing all that stuff. And so I'm just excited to be here. Thank y'all for checking in. If you want to go ahead and add something in I got some comments already. Wait a minute. Pete said no volume. So can y'all hear me now? Can y'all check. I was just talking away and nobody could hear me. How's the volume? Oh. Somebody give me a microphone check. Give me a thumbs up on the volume. Am I good on the volume? Am I good on? Okay, I'm good now. Thanks, Pete. I appreciate you, dog. Pete, you know you're welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in the chat. And so anybody who wants to come on, please come on. But the Greg Green live stream is coming to you live from Old Iron Post out in downtown Sherman, Texas. My man Nick, the manager of this place, I just walked in here like at around like 1 o'clock. It's like, hey Nick, I got this little live stream I want to do. Is it all right if I do it in your bar? He's like, yeah, man. So I certainly appreciate that. So shout out to Nick. Also, shout out to Holland Logos, right? They hooked me up with my gear today. I swung in there earlier today around noon. They were sold out of t-shirts for this game tonight, but Courtney out there was hooked me up. She's like, Greg, don't worry about it. What do you want? I can put something together. So she hooked me up with this hat. You can't see. It says Bearcats right there. She hooked me up with this shirt. And then on the back, it's got our house on the back. So we're going to be going to the game tonight. And I can't wait. But in the meantime, we're going to be hanging out at the Old Iron Post, drinking some brews, talking some smack. I got to try to keep it clean. I got little children's in the building, so we're gonna try to keep it clean. But yeah, man, I can't wait for the game tonight. I'm super excited. I got a lot of people watching right now already, so thank y'all for joining the live stream. Let me give y'all some shout outs. So I got Kevin Andrews, my man, homeboy Kevin Andrews. I got my man Edwin Rodriguez, who's my old squad leader back in the early 90s in the Marine Corps. He's watching. Of course, my ace, Pete Spratt, classmate, former teammate back at Sherman when we played in this game back in 1988, 89. Of course, he played the year before that too. He plays a sophomore. So Kevin Morris is here. I said Chad Cole is here. So we're all going to be chiming in tonight. So children at the bar, yeah, it's a restaurant too, man. So we got some food. I had some wings and everything. So hey, if you're watching and you're around in Sherman, come and swing by the Old Iron Post here in downtown Sherman, Texas. We can get on the stream. You can, eat some food with us, talk some smack, talk about the game. But even if you're not, actually, let me go ahead and drop the link in the chat real quick. You can join the live stream via your cell phone or whatever device it is that you use. Let me drop it in the Facebook chat too. Because whenever I do this on the in StreamYard, it only shows up on Twitch and YouTube. By the way, we are streaming live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch as always. You can follow me on Twitch at Greg Green Live. You can follow me on YouTube at the Greg Green live stream. So I really appreciate everyone stopping by. We're getting ready for the game. Some of us are with you on Twitch. Oh, thank you so much, Devo Sam, with me on Twitch. Let me see who else is in here. So Devo Sam TV, shout out to Devo Sam TV, shout out to Pete Spratt, Kevin Morris, Kevin Andrews. I really do appreciate y'all. Hey, there's more people watching right now I can see already. So drop your name in the chat and I can shout you out. Again, I want to shout out Old Iron Post for letting me come to their bar and do this on spur of the moment. Their Wi-Fi is running great right now. So how's the video look? It looks great to me. I don't know how it looks to you guys. It looks really good to me, probably better than at my house. Shout out again to Holland Logos. If you're looking for your Bearcat gear for the game tonight, you need to stop by and see them. They just started doing a tailgate right outside in their backyard out here in downtown Sherman, where they've got some more shirts. They sold out earlier, but they got more stuff to sell, and it's right down the street and around the corner here in downtown Sherman. Holland Logos, go get your gear for the game tonight. I think kickoff is around 7:30. So until then, we're going to be here just kind of hanging out. I just got brought another brewski from Katie. Katie goes to Austin College out here in Sherman. She's going to be a senior this year. What's up, Katie? Yeah, doing her thing, getting her education on. As a matter of fact, her major is in education, so she's going to be a teacher or something like that. So good for her. But in the meantime, she's serving up these drinks. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, what's up, sister-in-law, Phil Perry? Yeah, what's going on? Really, it's Phyllis Green because she's my sister-in-law now, married to my brother. So thank you for tuning in. I know you was getting your workout on this morning. Hey, jump over to, if you jump over to, I see you, Spratt. I got you in a second. I see you, bro. If you saw my IG post over at Greg in his 50s, you saw me working out. That was in my little brother's garage out in Melissa, Texas. He is getting his fitness together. He even built his own little gym in the garage. And so I'm super excited for him to start getting back in shape. So I was able to get my workout in this morning right there in his garage. All right. So first, I'm going to go ahead and bring on a few people. Landry, I'm going to save you for later, right? Because I got some my former teammates in the house. Pete Spratt's waiting. I'm going to bring him in. Kevin Morris is here. I'm going to bring him in. Chad Cole is here. I'm going to bring him in. So let me get you guys all up and running. Kevin, I see you right there. Let me get Kevin in. Chad, you got to switch with Landry. She's got. You can keep it as Landry. Everybody knows who Chad is anyway. Even though it says Landry on there, you want to change it? I want to do you first. Yeah. Don't worry. We got you. Yeah, we got you, Landry. We got you. We're going to do chat first. Let me get Spratt in here. There's my man, the secret weapon. Pete Spratt's in the house. What up? Morris, you got to turn your camera on, Kevin. Chad Cole is in the building. What up, Cole? These are my can you hear Pete?
What's up, Spratt?
All right.
What's up, Pete? I-35 North, man, come on.
So, guys, tonight is the night.
Sorry I didn't get to see you, Spratt.
It's all good.
Hey,
There he is. What up, Kevin?
There's Morris.
What's up, Pete?
Nada.
All right. So the one thing I know about these three guys right here is that they all played in this game that's happening tonight, and they were all victorious in this game on multiple occasions. Right? Multiple occasions. Spratt's got 3 victories. I think the rest of us have 2. So, hey, man. Welcome back to the show. Spratt's always gracious enough to join the live stream and give his feedback. Chad's first time here. Kevin's first time here. I'm gonna have Kevin back on. He's gonna be schooling us on mortgage loans and things like that. So that's coming real soon. Coming real soon. And then on Veterans Day, I'm gonna have Chad back on, and we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna be telling all war stories from back in the Marine Corps and stuff. But right now, it's Bearcat Valley Axe football. Football's going on. So, talk to us, man. What's going on? Are you gonna be able to watch the game somewhere remotely tonight? I don't think you heard me. Can you hear me, Pete?
What'd you say?
Are you able to watch the game from San Antonio tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna ask y'all. Do y'all know of a live stream or a link where it can be watched?
I think they may be playing on local TV here, but I'm sure somebody's going to be streaming it. If anybody out there watching knows about where someone can go to watch this game, if they can't be in Sherman tonight for the game, please throw it in the chat. Ashley Michelle said go Jackets. Oh, come on, man. My sis, Sarah Cameron, is in the building. She's not in the building, but she's on the chat. So shout out to y'all. I got to give shouts out to everybody for chiming in. Artez Perrymore just put up a live stream in the chat, Pete. So let me see what we can do there. He said the school website is streaming it live. So if you go on the school website, you'll probably be able to watch the game right there. So appreciate Artez. Artez, alumni, former teammate back in the day. I ran into Artez out here while I live in Little Rock. He's out there putting young Bearcats that are coming up. So shout out to Artez Perrymore, man. He was a back in the day, right?
Who, Artez? Artez is the only player that almost knocked me out of a football game.
Tell us about that.
He's on my team.
What happened?
He freaking collided with me in the Georgia Tech game, making a tackle. Knocked the air out of me. Knocked the wind out of me.
You hear that, Artez? You almost knocked out.
I did three plays.
Yeah. You almost knocked it out. Pete, what you doing, man? Pete got kicked out for some reason. Kevin does not want to be on camera right now, but it's all good. It's all good. So, Chad, what's up, man? Talk to me. Tell me, you played in this game. We talked a little bit earlier about some memories of the game that you played in. So, what are one or more things that you remember most about playing in the Valley Axe back in 1989? Chad Cole, you're on.
In the 90s or the 80s. So yeah, I remember.
Before you do that, hold on, Michelle, now. Okay, Casey.
It's more
So we
important.
have a new director. So what is your name, sweetheart? Casey.
Put that in my.
You gotta come on and get on the screen, Casey. You gotta just get on. You're right here, right over. Yeah, that's right. A little bit there. There's Casey. She's gonna be taking care of us the rest of the night. So shout out to Casey. Thank you.
She's amazing.
Awesome. You guys doing a great job. I appreciate that. So again, we're out in the old Iron Post in downtown Sherman, Texas. If you're in the area, swing on by, man. I'll let your boy Greg, and we can chat about the game tonight. We're actually gonna walk to the game a little bit later once it gets started. But right now, we're just chilling, having some drinks, and just really enjoying ourselves. Pete's back on, so let me get it back in the window. But Chad, you were going to tell us about what you remember about the Battle Axe game you played in.
Oh my God!
Talk to me.
Man, I remember. The varsity teams when we were freshmen and sophomores, they got beat by Denison. The GA4 teams.
Look at your camera.
Remember that?
There you go.
So they got beat by Denison.
Looking at me, Cole.
But when we were in the ninth grade, I remember we played.
It's echoing.
Up in
like it's echoing.
Stadium in Denison, and
I don't know what to do about that.
I remember having
I don't
an
know if it's back
interception
out.
in the backfield.
I think he's too close.
One of the other players
too
hit
close
the running
together.
back, and the ball was floating in the air.
Yeah,
Are we
move over
talking?
one.
Are we talking? Are we live? Are we good? But yeah, I remember catching an interception in the backfield and going maybe 10 yards, getting tackled as a ninth grader, and had like 4 or 5 more sacks at least. I'm looking at Greg because he's sitting right here. But yeah, I remember playing pretty good in that game. I was on the B team. I didn't give a shit. We were just partying. But we always took Denison games serious. So, 12th grade, I got to say this because there may be some of y'all Bearcats that are listening and remember. I told Lori this story this morning, and she remembered this. At least once she's heard it. We had game day, Friday morning of the Bearcats Denison game that we played our senior year, I got kicked out of class for goofing off or something in one of these elective classes that I had. And so I got in trouble. And I was not getting in trouble at this time anymore. Like, I was not a troublemaker, but I had pissed this teacher off, and she said, get your stuff and go to the office. And dude, so I was like, immediately started sweating, like, holy shit, it's game day, this is a Dennis game, and Coach Outlaw. I'm going to have to deal with Coach Bill and Coach Outlaw. And so I grabbed my stuff, and I walked about halfway to the office and was like, this ain't going to work. I can't go to the office. I went back to class, knocked on the door real gently, and begged the teacher, just begged her, please don't send me to the office. I'm sorry for talking or whatever. And she forgave me. She let me stay in class. Kirby was in that class. Hocup was in that class. And so I apologized. She let me stay in the class. I didn't think the game would happen the way it did because Bill Watt got hurt, and I ended up playing most of the game, I do remember the opening kickoff. You may remember this, but we kicked off like we always did, right? We always wanted to be on defense first. And we kicked off, and we ran all the way down there, and there was a flag because one of us were offsides. So we had to kick off again. I remember that. But I also remember making the tackle on the opening kickoff in that game, going through 2 or 3 blockers and getting to the ball carrier and hanging on to him, and then someone else cleaned him up. But tears just coming down like, this is involuntary. Why are we so emotionally charged by this freaking Sherman and Denison game? Like, I was overtaken by emotion, just running down the field, just wide open, like, I'm going to freaking kill somebody. And if you're going to get to play and you're going to get to be named the area player of the week, then you'd want it to be against the Denison Yellow Jackets, right? I mean, so that was my claim to fame. But I remember so many great players in the Denison game. Like, even the years before, I remember Rod Schiller played really kick-ass against Denison our junior year up there at their stadium. He had a couple of touchdowns, went right up the middle or something, and broke big runs, and then Sterling Boyd in our senior year, he broke that 97-yard run, and we're standing there. The defensive players are standing there on the sideline, and when you see him come around the edge, he's gone. We knew he was gone. I remember that. So, anyway, because I'm looking at Greg. What are y'all?
I know I'm pretty, though.
I ain't here to talk. I'm sorry.
You over there looking like he in love and carrying on.
He touching my elbow. He touching my elbow.
I'm bringing I'm gonna bring your ass over.
All right, thank you, Chad. I appreciate that, man. All right,
anyway,
we can go over to my man Kevin Morris. Just if you next time you jump on, just slide to where Landry is, and that way it won't echo because like Pete said, you're too close to me. That's why. Because you come pick it up on my mic. Yeah.
So, if you sit there, you can stare at him and your phone.
Yeah, there you go. She can sit right there. All right. So there's Chad's beautiful daughter, Landry, right there. She's going to be talking about volleyball. Yeah, she was talking about me and your daughter, Pete, earlier. A couple of years ago in a tournament. So she was excited to talk about that. Kevin, you're up, bro. Number 88.
88 the program, number 1 in your heart.
D.D. Lamb, Drew Pearson. Come on now. 88. What do you remember most about playing in the Valley X?
My junior year, I didn't play. I sat on the bench the whole time. I think Danny Pinion played. So, my senior year game meant the most to me for sure. And then, of course, as a tight end, the defensive end, I was playing, stole my girlfriend the week before. And so going against him, I had a little bit more fire than I normally would. So
wait. Who stole your girlfriend?
Eric Hill.
What? Who's your girlfriend? You gotta say it. But okay, so go ahead. Tell us more. How did that?
Some little girl traded down.
I hold that accountable for the only reason I got Offensive Player of the Week, because I drove him 10 yards off the
Player
ball
of the week.
every damn play.
Wait a minute.
He got this because he thought he had a date to the homecoming dance against Trimble Tech, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I'm going to this thing by myself. Let me go ahead."
I was gonna go with Chad. He was in love with Greg.
All right. Did you catch any passes in that game?
I caught one in that game. You know, they mainly used me for blocking, and that was Jamon and Pete's error. That was the guys who could catch and run forever.
Man, don't even try it. I only caught 22 balls my senior year. I was blocking too.
That's crazy.
Blocking receivers.
Wait.
We ran a 3 tight end set.
Wait a minute. Are you serious? You only caught 22 balls that year?
Yeah.
Kevin Morris just chimed in the chat. She said you had a girlfriend before me. Can you see the chat? Can you see the chat?
What did it say?
She goes, you had a girlfriend before me.
Oh, my wife? No, baby. You're the only one.
Wait a minute. You only had 22 catches that year?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
We didn't throw the ball
It was like 10 of those touchdowns.
I think Jamon might have had 12, 14 catches maybe.
We had like 3 1,000-yard rushers, though.
Yeah. So that was definitely the era of the run.
And Gillen's pass percentage is probably about 90%.
Just chimed in the chat. Said you guys are crazy. Yo, Scooby. She's in the chat right now. So, hey, Scooby, you coming to the game tonight? I know you're talking smack to me.
That's the original 6'6" right there. That's Scooby chiming in.
I just remember Pete catching a bunch of touchdowns. But I get it. But you had a couple kick returns too with touchdowns, right?
Yeah, I had like 2 of those. But
yeah,
the reason you remember me catching a bunch of touchdowns is because I was averaging like 23 yards a catch.
So the reason I remember I was getting it.
Yeah.
Also, because he told us about every one of them all week.
was it on the same play?
Hey,
pretty much.
On the same play, just go down the line.
Yeah, pretty much.
The go route.
The wheel route.
Well, both our receivers are faster than anyone else alive. You know? Let's put track stars on the outside and have them run straight down.
Right, but we were run heavy back then. I think everybody that played football back then were run heavy. Just imagine, if we'd have played like we play today.
Oh yeah,
the way they passed the ball at the high school level. The only team that did that back in the day was Keller.
But they couldn't run the ball.
Yeah, they just passing.
Right, they were throwing the
and so they threw, and everybody else ran. So, yeah, man. All right, so great stuff, Kevin, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. We'll see you again next week. But stay right there. Don't go anywhere. All right, so now, Pete, we talked about this a week or two ago, but just go ahead and remind everyone. What you played in 3 of these games? Scooby said Keller fucking sucks. You played 3 of these games. So what do you remember most about any one of those years you played?
Oh, it's got to be our senior year.
33-0.
What is 0-0 halftime?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Coach Outlaw throws a fit. Trash can goes flying in the locker room. Tell us, we got to get our ass in gear. We got to get our ass in gear and go. So that's what we did.
We got stopped on the goal line. I mean, they stuffed us on the goal line too. Don't forget.
Like, how often did that happen?
We stuffed them on the goal line, and they stuffed us on the goal line before halftime.
I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn or nothing, but we came out second half, receiving the kickoff. I run it about 40 yards. Run the kickoff back by 40 yards. We score like on the next couple of plays, and it's on from there. We start rolling. We start balling out from there.
Yeah, our test for the chat Outlaw went off. LOL, he did go off. He went off a lot though.
Coach Martin chewed us out a lot. Coach Veal would take it easy on us, just trying to focus on pass.
But BP set the tone of the whole game.
Brittany supposed to be on here.
He was ready to play when the rest of us weren't. He was ready to play. He set the tone.
No doubt. Brittany, if you out there watching, man, you gotta come on, bro. You gotta come on, talk to us.
Yeah, Cole.
Come on the old Iron Post, or just jump on. I'll put the link in the Facebook chat to join. I would love to see Brittany on here today. Yeah, man. So I think, and I told Pete this earlier. I think in that game, remember it was 0-0 halftime, and what. Those two teams were both pretty good, and it was early in the season, and it was anybody could win that game just because of the rivalry. Even if let's just say I'm not sure how Denison ended up that year, their season, but let's say they didn't have a good record that year. It didn't matter your record in this game because it's the Valley Act, it's a rivalry. I think what got us over the edge, over the top there, was remember nobody on our team went both ways. Nobody on our team went both ways, and they had players I know going both ways. Yeah, didn't Rucker play linebacker and fullback, right? And then so they had people going both ways, and so we were well conditioned anyway. Me and Pete were talking about the snake.
Yeah, we were well conditioned. Oh yeah,
y'all remember the snake though?
I've taken her to run the snake.
Oh, did you?
It's like how do you want to turn a football field into a mile-long run?
Right.
The snake. Shout out. Okay, so again, just want to give a quick shout out to the old Iron Post. Thank y'all for letting me come in here to this live stream live out here in downtown Sherman. If you're in the area, swing by. Shout out to Holland's Logos for fitting me out with my gear today. I went in there about noon today. They were pretty much sold out. The Courtney over there was like, Greg, don't worry about it. What you need, I'm hook you up. She made me a hat, embroidered Bearcats right there. It's hard to see right there. Embroidered Bearcats on there. I got the big Texas with the S on it. So I'll be rocking this in the game tonight. Can't wait to go. Kevin hooked me up with some tickets, so he's the man. So I appreciate that. Martez says he made us run extra. Yeah. So check this out, Martez. I was talking to Pete a couple weeks ago about this, and I was talking about his work ethic. But I don't think there was a single practice where Pete didn't finish the snake first. Was there? First. Yeah. He was always he always took off and was just first. Everything. Him and Damon. I don't know if Damon ever beat him in that. I don't remember.
Was there one where Artez Paramore didn't finish last?
Artez, come on, Artez.
Love you, Tezzy.
Hey, Artez, if you got your cell phone on you, bro, you need to get on here.
Click the link and defend yourself, man.
Artez, we need to jump in here, bro. I'm gonna drop the link back in the Facebook chat. It's right there. Y'all can see it. I don't even know why I got to put it in there again. I'm gonna do it again.
Hey, Artez, played a major role on those teams.
Hey, no one ran up the middle. No one ran up the middle.
Hey, I can get up to 10 people in here. 10 people. So Artez, you're welcome. Scooby, you need to come on. Click on the link, Scooby. Jump in here. Did Scooby wear 66 too? Scooby, what was your number?
Scooby was 66. He's the original 66.
Okay, all right. That's what I thought.
He was wearing that year.
Same position?
No, he played the rip.
He played the rip? Okay. Where y'all?
He was one of the best backside pursuit players in our era ever. Coming from the backside. All the way we were taught.
And he almost made every tackle on kickoff.
That was a tough that style of defense was a tough defense to run. You had to really do your job or you get blown out.
You mean it wasn't like G.A. Moore's 10-1 defense?
Shift 10-1, and then they score on if they make one block on the corner. Yeah.
But yeah, if this was a different group of guys.
What's up, Scooby? I got you.
If this was a different group of guys, somebody might take offense to that being the best backside pursuit person.
I'm talking about all this interior. Come on. Do I know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I was out the corner. Kirby used to yell at me. I didn't want to get in the huddle. I got to run the farthest out.
Kirby
the huddle.
So
he like, Green, get your ass in the huddle. Like, no, just give me the coverage.
I have a question.
my point is, if you're the contained guy on the edge, you got to play that role. You don't leave that role. It's hard to stay there. And then when you know you have to come backside, that's what I remember Scooby playing that position. That was the first year of playing that role on that defense, and they were still talking about Scooby after we had left. Coach Quick and those guys, Scooby did this, Scooby did that. That's the truth. You ask if you talk to Clint Little, Jason Taylor, and those dudes that played the rip position, they were still coaching us on the way Scooby played the backside pursuit from the rip position. That's the truth, Scooby. So shout out to Scooby. Class of 89, right?
For sure. Go ahead, Spratt.
Are we still live? Are we still doing this thing?
All right, I have a question. So, in the event that it happened to be going bad on the defensive side of the ball, what was it like in the huddle with you guys? Because I never got to see. What was it like in the huddle with you guys when there was some controversy in the game or somebody wasn't doing their job? Who took control of the huddle?
Okay.
Yeah,
defensive huddle.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely the leader.
Yeah, he was a strong leader in the huddle. Like I said, he used to yell at me because I wouldn't get in the huddle. I'm like, no, I don't need to be in the huddle.
You'd get chewed out. Not get in the huddle.
Just give me the coverage, man. That's the only thing I should listen for was the coverage. Nothing else mattered to me. Right. Or zero. Yeah. And so that was all important to me. I could hear that from a distance. Yeah. Here's the thing. Because Coach Martin, he used to make the starters play special teams. And I was like, I don't want to be on the kickoff team because I got to sprint my ass down there, make the tackle, and then go cover like one of the fastest people on the other team. And so I'm like, no, bro, I don't want to just like let somebody else run down there and tackle. And so yeah, I didn't want to go to the huddle because that was like extra energy I had to use to get there. But Kirby did a good job. He was the man.
That's what's up. I've always wondered that.
Wiley's
Kirby
he was pretty.
Kirby, but he didn't say Kirby didn't talk. He just played, but he was in charge for sure in the huddle.
All right. So shout out to Artez. He said Hocut.
And actually, you should shout out to Isaiah too.
Yeah, shout out to Kirby Hocut. Is he still out in
Shout out to Isaiah too. He was the leader in that huddle too. Isaiah Shepard.
Yeah. Shout out to Isaiah Shepard. Yeah. Hey, if there's anybody out there from Denison watching this right now that played in this game, either when we played or anytime in between, come on in. Join the link. We want to hear your perspective. Talk about the game you played in. And we'll just kind of talk smack to you tonight. So I've been asking around because I've been following too much about what Sherman's supposed to do tonight. But some people are saying that Sherman has a really good chance to win this game. I think we're on a streak. Eric Biggs is just back in the building. Somebody was saying that, Dennis won like how many in a row? 7 or 8, 9?
7 or 8 in a row, right?
7 or 8 in a row.
Yeah.
I guess we can Google
Quite a
that.
streak.
Manager, can you Google that? Just kidding. But a lot of people think that Sherman's has a chance to win tonight. So Kelly Taylor is in the building. She has two boys that are playing this game tonight. Let's see if we can get Kelly on the stream. Come on, Kelly. Come on.
Kelly, come over here. Come over here and take these.
Or use your own phone. Just go to my Facebook and then click. You see the link in there? Yeah, you got to tag people. That's right. Well, you need to come on and talk about your boys because they're playing this game tonight. So click on the link in the Facebook feed and jump in, and you can talk about your boys that are playing this game tonight. So Kelly, one of her boys is a 6'5" linebacker playing tonight. I was like, damn. All right, so she's showing me these of her boys.
Guess who I just got to turn on?
Can somebody help her out? Help her out.
Hey, Greg. Hey, Greg. Guess who I just got a text from saying loving the live show?
Who's that?
Larry Barber. So send him a shout out.
Hey, shout out to Larry Barber. Hey, if Larry's watching, he need to get his ass on here right
no.
now.
Barber threw like a
That ain't gonna
50-yard
happen.
touchdown
Why is
pass.
that not gonna- what's going on?
There.
That ain't gonna happen.
He played in this game, did he
Yeah,
not?
he did.
But he's just saying what's up, and he loves the show.
Come on now.
All right, I appreciate you, Larry, man. Shout out, Larry. You can just jump in the chat if you watch somewhere. Don't be scared. Jump in the chat and say what's up. Somebody help Kelly Taylor get the link here. Eric Biggs is in the house. I will try to get Eric on here in a minute. Eric played baseball, but it's all good. That's all good.
I need to hear what we did at the pep rally last night. Kelly has the audio and she ain't sharing it with nobody but Lori.
I know.
Bonnie will be here.
She's working on it. She's trying to get
that
on it.
little audio to open.
Ask her.
Oh, it wouldn't
We're
work?
trying to figure that out.
No,
I'm sorry.
So
We actually
while Kelly's figuring that out, again, this is the Greg Green live stream coming y'all from the old Iron Post here in downtown Sherman, Texas. We're getting ready for the Ball Relax game tonight. We're gonna walk from here, I think, to the stadium to check it out. And once again, shout out to the old Iron House for letting me, or the old Iron Post for letting me do this. Shout out again to Holland Logos who fitted me out my gear today. Y'all can swing by their spot here in downtown Sherman too. They're doing a tailgate thing. They're selling t-shirts. Get ready. Most places are sold out of t-shirts for this game tonight, but they're doing a tailgate because they ordered some more stuff. So shout out to them. They're doing their thing. So we're waiting on Kelly Taylor to get in here. Her boys are playing.
I like that.
One plays linebacker, one plays running back. So as soon as she gets her stuff together, it's all good. Yeah.
This place is decked out, man.
Kevin's got the flag, the Sherman Bearcat flag, in the restaurant here. So obviously we're representing Sherman. So if there are any Yellow Jackets out there, my sister-in-law is a Yellow Jacket. Her brother happens to be Reggie Perry, one of the quarterback back when we played in '88. And Reggie, if you're watching this, sorry we had to spank that ass because I know y'all was supposed to win that year, but it's all good. I love you, brother Long. You the man. So is that kicking your ass, Kelly? Chad, I thought you were helping her, Chad. All right, I'm gonna send the link directly to your messenger, Kelly. Give me 1 second here. Let me jump over her on Facebook. I'm gonna send it to you directly.
You still mess around on. Get off Facebook and go to link.
It's flies, man.
So Kelly's older brother Jason played with us back in the day. JT. So, I know. I just said it. So I sent it to you directly. Check your Facebook
Go to
messenger.
your.
Eric Biggs in the house.
Directly.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, there's Eric Biggs, y'all, with the dreads. Eric just went got his hair did.
What's up, guys?
Is Greg in here?
That's text.
Well, okay.
He's
I don't know.
a margarita or some shit.
What?
Yeah.
I think you sent it to your Facebook Messenger.
I sent it to our Facebook Messenger. Yeah.
Okay, so go to Messenger.
They're working on that. We're trying to get her in here because her sons are playing tonight, and it's on.
I don't see a message from you.
You don't see it
in her Messenger.
Hold on.
Did I just see Tank pass by?
Anyway, during the time that it takes for Greg to find this link, let's reflect upon the hit that Posey laid on third course.
That's a different
Probably died early or already.
Is this you, Coach? Is this you?
Issues.
Is that you? Yeah.
Wait. No.
No.
Nope.
I don't know who that
Having
commentator is.
technical difficulties.
Whoever that is, they just got the link to this. I don't know. Oh, that's right. I do recognize it. It's K-E-L-L-Y, right? Oh, there it is. There, I got it. Hold on.
Okay, so your class of 92.
No, we're not.
You know who was another a great? Who were the great players who got Denison that we remember? Greg,
Rutgers.
Thomas Rucker. Who else?
Dude, that other dude keeps coming up. That other Taylor keeps coming up when I click on it. That's weird. Oh, there it is, right there. All right. You should have it right now.
What was you asking, Cole?
He was asking what are some of the other big name Denison players back in the day.
Oh, Joel Looper, Thomas Rucker, Robert D. Horny, Eric Crane.
Yeah. Okay.
Slick Day, Junior Day.
You just send it to Instagram, Greg.
So Scooby just put in the chat, my funniest moment when Russell Carter slapped Craig Springfield. Slapping up. What? For slapping him. Shout out to Big Russell Carter. Russell Carter, if you're out there watching, man, shout out to you, dog. One of the best D linemen ever.
Russell Carter.
For real. Marlon, Scooby, you need to come on here, man. Stop playing around. Will you come to the game tonight, Scooby?
For real. Greg, wasn't Russell Carter on the varsity as a ninth grader that year?
I don't know.
I think he might have been.
He might have been.
Hey, that ain't working. I'm just trying to help.
Hey, I said.
It went away.
All right, I'm gonna do it again. Oh my God, these kids, you should be like know how to work this technology. I can't help y'all with this shit. Had to work. You ain't have to work, Scooby. Let's go. Get your ass down here, dog. Let's go. Hold up. All right, send it again, together. Send it again. Get it? Your Facebook is
Quit licking on me, Paul.
Oh, man. All right, get on chat.
Yeah, come on.
All right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got a big in the building. She got some players playing the game tonight. Can you hear? Can you hear? Why you acting all nervous? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. All right, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. Come over here, sit next to me. Come sit next to me. Get your vaccine. All right, so this is Kevin. What's going on tonight? What's going to happen tonight? What's going down tonight?
Obviously, Sherman's going to win.
So tell us
Sherman's going to win.
So tell us about
My boy Jesse, number 23. My boy Jesse, number 23 on offense, has no way to catch him. And has no way to catch him. My other son who plays middle linebacker at one time, and they ended up 2 or 3 on at one time, and they ended up around.
Hey, Greg.
So what
Hey, Greg.
So what you
Win everything. Bring ghosts back tonight.
So they got two backs on it now. Do we know when it's going to run out?
I'm not sure. Because Denison has had it for 9 years. 8 or 9. 8 or 9.
That's crazy. Well, we'll be rooting.
Root for all of them. Root for all of them. My boy Steve. They better bring it home. I told him they bring it home.
Somebody's scrambling to do that. Is that Pete? Somebody's trying to get me effed up. Because I got like all these beers coming my way. Thank you. I'm gonna let you go have a good time. Enjoy yourself. I'm gonna let you have a good time. Enjoy yourself. All right. It was good to see you again. I'll see you at the game. All right. It was good to see you again. I'll see you at the game. Take care.
So, G.
Yo, what's up, man?
If you can, when you bring somebody on, like on your camera, mute the other mics because I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, so you didn't hear anything Kelly said?
Very few. It was in and out because all of the noise from the other mics.
All right, that's my bad. Okay, so yeah,
I muted mine.
You muted yours? Okay, yeah, I can mute everybody from where I'm at right now. So that's probably what I should have did because I think she was probably close to Chad's mic. Yeah. Huh? Oh, okay. So
I said Thomas referenced the link.
And maybe Thomas will jump on. That'll be dope if he were to jump on. He might not want to though.
He is coming to the game tonight.
Cool. That's all right. Because I'm pretty sure he probably played three of those games too. I'm not sure if he won any. So once
Rucker
again,
didn't win any. Rucker didn't win any from his freshman year all the way up. We beat them as freshmen on the freshman team, and then the 3 years I was on varsity, so he didn't win one game.
What's happening? Oh, okay. So, hey, Pete, where you going, man?
To pick my kiddo up, volleyball.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. All right, so that's actually a good segue to bring in Chad's daughter Landry, the volleyball champion. Can you get on your dad's phone? Try to work that. Yeah, get on your dad's phone, and we're gonna get her in. I think at some point Landry's going to be a media superstar. I remember seeing her on the news a few years ago doing like the weather or some shit. I don't know. Were you doing the weather? Is that what you were doing?
When I was on the news?
Yeah.
I had a segment on Girl Scout cookies.
I want you to go sit on that chair right there. Yeah. There you go.
I had a segment on Girl Scout cookies, and I also got to talk with this dog, like from furry friends. So that was fun.
We can't hear you, Landry. Can y'all, Pete? Can you hear Landry? A little bit. You got? Yeah. Is the mic? Is your microphone turned on?
Yes, it is. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you bring the phone a little bit closer to you?
Can y'all hear me?
You wearing Bluetooth earbuds, right? Oh, those have a microphone, right?
What?
They have a microphone, right?
Yes.
Okay. We can barely hear you though.
You want me to come over there?
Yeah. Why don't you just do that? But you're gonna need to turn that off.
Okay.
Yeah. Turn that off.
Leave it.
And
Leave it.
huh?
Just leave it.
Leave what?
Like the chat, whatever. Or just turn the camera.
You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna take him off. So there. So come on over here. You can sit next to Uncle Greg. You can sit next to Uncle Greg, and we can share this mic.
Hello.
What's up? Let's blow this up. We can't see you though. Hold on. That is not working. Okay, let's do it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take off. I'm just gonna remove Pete for a minute and Kevin. There we go.
Hey.
Now there's no such thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Landry Cole. There's a round of applause playing right now for you. You can't hear it because you have your headphones on. So, Landry, tell us a little bit about yourself. You are currently, what grade are you in?
I am in 8th grade. I just started 8th grade.
Just started 8th grade. And what school do you go to?
I go to Woodway Christian School.
And where's that?
Woodway,
Where's Woodway?
Texas.
Woodway, Texas? That's like in Waco, right?
Yeah, it's in Waco.
All right. And so you play volleyball, right?
I do.
So tell us a little bit about how you got started in volleyball and why you like it so much.
All right. Okay, so at my school, we start athletics in 3rd grade. So I started volleyball, and I liked it, but I didn't really fall in love with it until I entered 6th grade, I think. I played for my school, and then whenever I was in 7th grade or 6th grade, I can't remember. 6th grade, I started club, and I played for Waco Juniors. And then now I play for Texas Legends, and I'm on the 14U National Black Team.
14 National black team. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
That's the best team that I can be on in my age.
All right, so does that mean you're pretty good?
I guess you could say that.
How long have you been playing volleyball?
6 years.
So what is your position?
I'm a defensive specialist / libero. So I'm like really good in like back row, like in defense. So yeah.
Okay. So you don't like spike. You just set people up, or you just defend when the other team is spiking.
Okay. So I'm usually like in left back or middle back, and I'll pass the ball that they hit, and then I'm able to hit and I'm able to set, but that's my main position.
All right. So I've also seen you on the hardwood playing some hoops before. So do you like basketball?
Yes, I like basketball, but volleyball is more my jam.
Volleyball is her jam.
Yeah.
Does that means that's like your game? When you say my jam?
It's my jam.
It's a jam.
It's my jam.
It's a jam.
Yeah.
All right. So we were down at what's that girl's name? Sandy.
Sandy's Boutique.
Sandy's. What's her last name again?
Boutique.
What's her last name again? I forget her last name.
Sandy Key.
Sandy Key. Yeah. So she is going to a Carrie Underwood concert tonight.
What?
And we weren't supposed to tell you that. So are you a big fan of Carrie Underwood?
Yeah, I am. I love her music. Yeah.
So earlier, your dad was turning you on to Kendrick Lamar. Do you
Yes.
you like Kendrick?
Never heard him, but I have heard that song "Humble," and it's actually pretty cool. So.
Wow.
I
So
might add that.
So you like that song? So you did listen to some more Kendrick. But Carrie Underwood is hot too. When I say hot, I mean like her music is good.
Yeah. I mean, she's also hot, like good looking.
There you go.
Yeah.
She's the one that's on Monday Night Football, right?
Yes, she sings the Sunday night thing. That's like to this tone of "I Hate Myself for Loving You" by Jen Jett.
So we can learn a lot from each other because I don't know a lot about Carrie Underwood. You don't know a lot about Kendrick Lamar, but we could help each other out there, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Cool. Well, Landry Cole here, guy, Chad Cole's daughter. So happy she could join us today. We couldn't get her phone set up. She's sitting right next to me. Is this your first Balliax football game?
Actually, no, I don't think so, because maybe when I was in like second or third grade, we did go to one. I don't remember a lot about it, but I do remember going on the field. But I think it was at a Denison, like at the Denison field, and yeah, I've been to both. Okay, I've been to both.
Her dad is directing in the back just to make sure she knows what to say. So do you know where Denison is?
Texas.
So is Denison north or south of Sherman?
It's north of it, isn't it? No, it's not. It's south. It's north. I was right the first time. I don't know this kind of stuff.
All right, so this is what happens when a lot of Sherman alumni move away from Sherman. We don't really teach our kids about or bring them here. So you guys used to have a boat up in Lake Tacoma, right?
Yes, we did.
So you had to go through Denison. It's basically in Denison.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So you spent a lot of time there.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you like it there?
Yeah, I do. I did. I haven't been there in forever, but.
Do you like Sherman?
Yeah, I do. It's pretty cool. I like it. My grandma used to live here, and then she moved back she didn't move back. She moved to Waco. But she used to live here, and I used to come up here all the time. So I think it's a really cool city.
All right. So tell me about your school again. What's the name of your school again?
It's Woodway Christian School.
And that sounds like a private school. Is that a private school?
Yes, it's private.
Yeah. And so do you have to wear a uniform when you go to school?
Yes, we do. Yes,
how do you feel about that?
Okay, so it's not too terrible. Like everyone like goes to public school, they're always like, wearing uniform must suck. But it's like it's not that bad because you don't have to like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear? You only have like 3 options. So I mean, you just kind of mix and match, and I like it. Our uniforms are cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of flies in here, aren't there? Yeah. It's okay. So you got 3 variations that you can wear, right? Are they like polo shirts and a skirt, or do they have jeans? Do they have pants? What they got?
So what I wear the same thing pretty much every day. I wear the black, I guess it's a polo. I guess you could say it's a polo. It's a black polo with our emblem on it. And then I wear a gray skirt. And then for chapel, since it's a Christian school, we have to wear a black shirt and khakis. So I wear a khaki skirt. So
do you have to wash your clothes every day?
I mean,
do you ever skip a day washing clothes?
Well, I mean, I have enough shirts.
It's okay. Do you ever skip a day?
Sometimes I will grab my skirts out of the laundry hamper because they're not dirty because I change for PE.
So they're in the hamper, the dirty hamper, but they're not dirty. No, it's cool. It's cool. So how many shirts do you have?
I probably have about 10 shirts.
How many skirts?
3.
All right. So what about the footwear? Can you rock like any pair of shoes that you want to?
I mean, yeah, we have to wear tennis shoes, but like if it's like pajama day or something like that, like special days, like last year we had this thing. It was kind of like where we get to read. Like we get to read a lot. So we had a camp read s'more, and we had s'mores. We got to wear Crocs. So
we're schooling y'all on private school right quick. I'm just telling you, we're schooling them on private school in case they want to go at some point, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever in your life been to public school?
Nope, I've been to private school my entire life.
So your mom went to Baylor, right?
Yeah, she did.
That's a private school too, right?
Yeah, it is.
So are you going to go to Baylor?
I want to.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you want to study?
Okay, so I want to play volleyball in college on a scholarship, but then I want to go to dental school, actually. I want to be somewhere in the medical field. I've had this weird interest in anatomy. It's so weird. Like in science class, when we talk about it, everyone's grossed out, and I'm over here like, whoa, this is so cool. So I really want to be an orthodontist, but if I am supposed to be somewhere else, I want to be somewhere in the medical field, though.
Well, I think Baylor is the place to go if that's what you want to do. Right. I'm going to go to a football game there in a couple of weeks. So what year did you graduate high school?
I'm class of 2026.
2026. So does the private school that you go to, does that go all the way up to the 12th grade?
Actually, no. I've been going to this school since first grade. And this is actually my last year at this school, which is like really sad. But then whenever I go to high school, I'm going to end up going to another private school. I'm probably going to go to Vanguard College Preparatory School or Eagle Christian School.
Well, that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you make straight A's?
Yes.
Wait, why'd you pause on that?
Well, I had to think. The lowest I can get, like the lowest I will get on a report card, like last year I had all A's, but then I had 189.
So would they like kick you out of school if you don't get all A's?
No, I mean, I have some kids in my class, like
dumbasses.
I guess you could say. Not necessarily, not anymore. I love all the kids in my class. And actually, since my school is so small, I am the only 8th grade girl in my entire school.
All right, so I think I gathered from earlier that right now at this stage in your life, you're not allowed to have a social media account, right? Right. So when are your parents telling you that you're going to be able to get a social media account?
That's a good question. I am trying to convince my mom to let me get at least a private account.
All right, so Tank. Sorry, Tank, you got to bring your ass over here. Yeah.
We call my mom Tank because she's awesome.
Yeah. We're just gonna keep it right here because.
Well, you're on that side.
You can go right
or
here.
Or this side, whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna go on the mic. So Landry and I were just talking about her being able to have a social media account, and what I asked her was that. I was asking her like, what age are you gonna be allowed to get that? And she was like, that's a good question. So, Mom, when can she? Wait, I don't want.
Give me that. We're going to do this in public, aren't we?
Let's go.
He asked me. I did not mention this.
I don't know. Maybe when she's 16. I don't have anything against social media. I'm on social media.
That's right.
I'm on social media.
Yeah.
But I have to
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Protect my baby from the predators that are out there. But
yeah, there are predators out there, I guess. So, but how do you feel about all this? Do you feel like you should have a social media account right now? Do all your friends at school have them?
So, okay. I would at least want an Instagram private account because all of my two best friends, they're a year ahead of me. So they're in high school now and my school doesn't have a high school. So I want to be able to catch up with their lives because I don't text them very often. And I want to be able to be a part of that
I think you got to start texting more because mom's not playing.
I'm not opposed to that, and I'm totally open to any rational, mature conversation about social media. I don't have any.
You see that?
Social media.
You see, Uncle Greg just took care of you. Uncle Greg just hooks you up,
But you have.
and she's about to get an IG account after have a rational conversation about it. So parents, please. Oh, hold on. Let me get it.
But you haven't talked to Chad Cole, Daddy, about social media.
So whose department is this? Is this mom's department or your department? Whose department is this? Mom's or yours? Or both? Social media account. Mom just said she's open to a rational conversation about her having a private Instagram account. Huh? Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually. Go ahead.
I will say this. If it's a private account, no one can like message me or see my account unless I follow them. Like if they can request me, but they can't see my account until I let them.
All right, so Pete just put something in the chat. Pete just said private account with parents with all access. Pete, is that Pete? Let me get Pete in here. Is that what you do with your daughter, Pete?
Yes. I created her account. I was the only one that was able to post on her account, and I have all access to her account.
Hold on, because I can't hear you. He said he created her account, and he's the only person that was able to post on her account.
That's fair. And Pete's a good dad, so I'll follow what Pete does.
When she turned 13, I gave her access to the account, but I still have access to the account.
So he said when she turned 13, he gave her access, but he also has access as well.
Fair enough.
So are you 13 yet, Landry?
I am. I'm actually turning 14 in 3 months.
Bam! Big 1-4. I don't mean to put you on the spot, Tank.
I mean, you totally did.
You could have said no.
It's okay.
Right?
I trust you. I trust Pete. I trust Chad. I just want my baby protected. That's all from predators. That's it. That's all I care about.
Doubt.
I'm here to be social.
I won't answer any DMs if I don't
In
know
fairness, in fairness, with her playing volleyball, she needs to be exposed
So he's saying
with
that
the way
because she plays volleyball, she needs to have that just to kind of,
So because that's how I promote Ari on social media. Y'all see it? Y'all seen all the videos that I post with Ari?
Yeah, he posts all the videos and all that stuff. So
Yes.
if you're gonna post all the stuff, she has to be able to access that and to share with her friends.
Got you.
Yeah, right. That's how she's gonna become famous.
I bet
She is gonna be a
I almost
media.
didn't come, and now I'm glad I did.
Landry's gonna be a media juggernaut at some
Yes.
point.
She's awesome.
You see how she was like begging to get on here. Most people, no, I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Oh, okay.
No, what I'm saying is most people be all shy, be like, oh, she's like, no, Greg, put me on. she's like, put me on your shit right now.
I'm my father's daughter.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not number 33 for no reason.
Right? That's right. So I appreciate you coming on and sharing all that. I gotta have you back sometime.
All right.
She's friends with my son, Senator. They ain't seen each other in a while, but they cool.
We tight.
Yeah, and see if y'all social media, then Ari and Landry can hook up sometime.
Yeah.
And you never know, y'all gonna be in some tournament somewhere.
We did meet at a tournament one time
Yeah.
last season. We met at a tournament and we got together.
And they probably got like
She
camps
was
and all
cool.
that stuff, right? They've been the same camp at some point, so you never know.
I'm good.
All right, so I just took care of a teenager. She's gonna get an Instagram account today.
He brought it up.
Thank you for checking me out. I appreciate
Thanks
you.
for having me.
I appreciate you. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. See, Greg love the kids, y'all. Greg love the kids. Chad and Lori gonna cuss me out later on tonight, I know, but hey man, they trust me. My kid, I have a 12-year-old son. He's got social media account, but he just does TikTok videos. That's all he like to do. Making TikTok and all that stuff and playing Roblox. Y'all play Roblox? Who plays Roblox? Does your daughter play Roblox, Pete?
Nah, she don't play that no more. She don't do that no more.
Yeah, too old for that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of went down a different path there, but this is the Greg Green live stream. We're here live at the old Iron Post in downtown Sherman, Texas. We're getting geared up for kickoff in about 2 hours for the Battle of the Axe. I'm really hoping that some of these old school alumni from Sherman and Denison are watching and will come on. I know Kevin just sent a link to Thomas Rucker. Pete's on her. Kevin, let's get Kevin back on here. Kevin's your wife has chimed in a couple of times. She's like, here's a cool thing about what you're doing right now is right. You can confirm like where the hell you at right now. You got off work and you came out having a beer. You can confirm where you are. So Bonnie, shout out to Bonnie. We wait for you to get here. You're gonna be in about 20 minutes, I think. We'll get you on the show and you can tell us something crazy about Kevin if you want to. That would be dope. We got people
or maybe not.
On here. It's filling up pretty quick. They're doing right here at the Old Iron Post. They're having live music tonight, starting at 7. We're going to be out here probably around 7 because we're going to walk down to the stadium for the game. But if you want to come in and enjoy some live music, we ate here. I had some wings. The wings were fantastic. They've been serving up the brews. They just keep them coming. So come on out to the Iron Post. Again, shout out to Holland Logos who geared me up today with my gear. I got the Sherman Bearcats hat. I've got a Sherman Bearcats T-shirt. They've got a tailgate going on. I don't know if they're still doing it. They started at 4. A tailgate going on. They're selling Bearcat jerseys for the game tonight. So it's all good. I see a lot of Sherman Bearcat shirts coming in to the building. I think I see the tank that I want to get. I think I get a tank. Is that a Sherman shirt or is that a? Well, I'll probably say that we do this today. I'll probably get give me an old Iron Post T-shirt or a tank top thing before I go. My nephew Sam Cameron is saying go Jackets. I do have a couple relatives that attend the Denison. Is it Denison ISD? Is that what it is?
Hey, you can pick your friends. You can't pick your family.
Huh?
You can pick your friends. You can't pick your family.
Yeah, exactly. So he's saying go, yeah, and his family's from Sherman, Sam. You need to ship for the Bearcats, right? Bearcats. So after tonight, I'm gonna flip you over, right? So what I've been hearing though, I'm hearing that Sherman has an excellent chance to win this game tonight after 9 years in a row of losing. I can't even understand how that has happened. I wonder what like the longest streak. Yeah, that's what Kelly said. Kelly said it's been 9 years. This is it, I think. I don't know.
9.
That's crazy. 9 years in a row. So if Sherman were to win tonight, we should just go crazy. The crowd should go crazy and storm the field and all that stuff. Go ahead, Kev.
So Pete played all 4 sports.
Hold on, Kevin. Can you hear Kevin's mic? Pete, can you hear him? Because I can't hear him. Oh, you can't? Okay, good.
So you played all 4 sports. Was it Battle of the Axe? Did that happen in track, football, basketball? Was it everywhere? Or was it just football?
Nah, that was just football. Like that, of course.
But we still beat him in track. Did y'all beat him in football? We beat him in football too. And did you beat him in basketball?
I don't remember. I think they might have beat us.
Whoa, come on.
In basketball?
But me and Damon lost to them one time in track.
We all sick.
I think I was at that meet. That was
Coach Hunt worked the crap out of us that day, that week on weights, and we did not have the best day.
Well, I remember the toughest track meet we were at when we played against Sky.
Hey, what up?
Oh,
there's another volleyball star. What it do?
I remember going to that track meet in South Dallas. We went against Carter, Skylark. That was a tough meet.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Morris, in the chat, Jeff Foster just said in the chat that Morris guy doesn't know anything about football.
Ain't wrong.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff Foster, man. Appreciate you joining us here. I don't know who's in Sherman or not, but y'all need to come on down to the Old Iron Post in downtown Sherman. We got about 2 hours good before kickoff, and we kicking it. We having drinks, we eating wings, we doing all this. He's driving to pick up his daughter. He's still home with us. He's holding down for us. One of the best players to ever do it at Sherman High School. Kevin Morris here, big tight end, number 88. Back in the day. Eric, can you put the camera on Biggs?
The original 88. Oh, I'm kidding. That's Drew Pearson.
Get the camera on Biggs. Get the camera on Biggs, Kevin.
Hey, what's going on there?
Eric Biggs in the building. Eric just got your hair did down at. Hey Eric, you want to shout out? Hey Eric, you want to shout out who did your hair today?
Yeah, Ashley Farrell here in Sherman, Texas, right down on Houston Street. She does Naturally You Locks. She just started her own business, black owned, right here in downtown Sherman. And man, she's awesome.
So she's
I think I'm gonna give me some locks.
Go on, get you some, player.
No. My kid said no.
You got to do it, man. You feel a little freedom from it, I think.
So you live in Oklahoma, right? Right, Eric?
I do live in Oklahoma.
You always come down here to get your hair did?
I do come down here to get my hair did about once a month, once every 6 weeks. I live up there in Oklahoma and started a cannabis farm about 3 years ago.
That's what's up. Now, I remember last time we talked, you were telling me that you was going to do something like that. So is weed legal in Oklahoma right now?
Weed is absolutely legal in Oklahoma. It's been legal since August 31st of 2018. I've been licensed. I was the first licensed black grower in Oklahoma, starting on the 4th of October that same year.
So, Eric, are you high right now?
Absolutely. Oh, you better believe it. I take care of my business. But I'm focused and calm. And you can ask me anything you need. Anything you want to know about cannabis law, Oklahoma, black entrepreneurship.
Hey, give him the phone now. Give him the phone. There. We're gonna talk to Eric for a minute. So Eric, how did you get started in the cannabis business? And just kind of talk a little bit about what it's done for you since you've kind of been into it.
All right, about 7 years ago, I retired from the Navy. I was an officer in the Navy for 21 years. And about the year before that, I was diagnosed with complex PTSD. And I was looking for some solutions to help me other than what the Navy was doing and what the VA was offering me afterwards. By the time I got out of the military, they had me on 26 pills per day, 3 times a day. And I went through a number of withdrawals. I went through a number of incidences of memory loss. They had me on insomnia medications, antidepressants, antipsychotics. And with the introduction of cannabis into my life, I take 1 pill a day for my thyroid. It's called Synthroid. And I take 3 vitamins. That's it. That is absolutely all I do.
That's great, man. So I'm glad that you're healthy, that you're you're in a good place mentally. Obviously, thank you and shout out to your service in the Navy. I knew that you were in the Navy. I don't think I remember that you did 21 years in the Navy. Appreciate you for that. So are you keeping up with where this is going in Texas, and what can you tell us, if you know anything about it, about what happened?
I do. Yeah, I do know quite a bit about Texas. Right now, Texas is skirting the law. Instead of making cannabis available for all people that could possibly use it for any number of ailments, they've whittled the system down where medical marijuana is available only in oil form. It's only available for children that suffer from specific epileptic disorders. There are only 3 grows throughout the state of Texas, and they are limited what they can grow by the number of patients that they have for that disorder. Recently, our governor signed legislation which has expanded that to include cancer and PTSD. But the framework, the regulatory system, the laboratory regulatory system is not there. There's nothing in place that's going to help those within our state have access to the medicine.
So do you think that it will ever be legal in Texas?
I think it will be legal in Texas when the federal government legalizes it nationwide. We've been lagging behind, and all of us, we love Texas. We've been here. I'm a native Texan. I've been here my whole life. But we're lagging behind. Conservatorship is one thing, but neglect of people in mental health and physical health, when there are viable alternatives to opiates, viable alternatives to antipsychotics and antidepressants that we know work and have zero side effects. They're available. If we can't set up the framework to do such a thing, then we're lacking and we're missing out on a golden opportunity to help humanity, not black people, not white people, not Hispanics, humanity, people that are suffering.
That's what's up, man.
That's don't you think, Eric?
What's that?
Go ahead, Pete.
That's big pharma, don't you think? Because they don't want nobody dipping in their pockets.
Right. But Oklahoma, Oregon, Washington, California, they're all set up for the regulatory framework where big pharma could step in and do what they have done with big tobacco, what they've done with all major disorders in the world, which is control them. Okay? You can't control marijuana. They tried controlling it. In 1933, they prohibited it when they didn't have they needed an alternative to the prohibition of alcohol. The United States prohibited marijuana on such a scale that they prohibited it globally. They made marijuana bad around the world. When at the very same time, the United States was the #1 producer of hemp. Hemp was our cash crop. And we made it illegal. The United States put a tax on it in such a way that it's illegal to do. They took our cash crop away, and now they've, to the point, taken our medicine away to make money. And that's wrong.
100%.
Yeah,
So
100, man.
What I believe is, if people believe and you find a cause and you find somebody that's behind the system, we have the ability to be big pharma. We don't have to wait on them. We have the ability. There's 3 of us on the screen right now. Between the 3 of us, we have 146 years of experience in various fields, whether it be networking, communications, athletics, physical security, Navy, military, cannabis. What we do is pool our resources as minorities and black men. We see the opportunity which has arisen. It's putting it right in our hands. It's too easy to get into the system, but the framework and the mentality behind it has got to remain that the mission is the medicine, not the mission is the money.
That's what's up, man. I got just a couple comments in the chat. Marlon Squirrels is saying, I feel you, Eric. He said it's no joke. So just so everybody knows watching, I know on the screen it says Kevin Morris, but that's Eric Biggs, one of my classmates from Sherman High School. He's spitting some knowledge right now on the legalization of cannabis. He's an entrepreneur in the cannabis industry. So, Eric, tell us a little bit about how you get started in that. And if there's someone out there that's maybe interested in getting involved with that, what can they do to start?
Okay, so the way that I started was with research of the law. With this scenario, things are a little bit different. We, in the audience that you reach out to, a lot of us are from Texas, Oklahoma area. It is very, very, very easy and inexpensive to become a commercial marijuana grower in the state of Oklahoma. The biggest hiccup in any of that process is residency. Okay? The requirement for that at this point is 2 years of in-state residency. But if a conglomeration is done, for instance, under my residency as an Oklahoma resident, LLCs were created, licenses procured under my residency and my umbrella of protection as far as cultivation, processing, and distribution. That cost for each of those pieces of the license, cultivation, processing, and distribution, state license costs you $2,500. That's it. There's additional licensing in the process that ramps things up between $4,000 to $5,000 per year. You've got to remain in good standing with the state as far as agriculture, forestry, accounting, taxes. But it's set to win. The system is set up for all people to succeed if you do it the right way.
Dope. That's what's up. So let me ask you this. What if, let's say someone that doesn't have 2-year residency, but we're to partner with somebody in Oklahoma or anywhere else, is that a possibility? And
yes.
Are they able to invest and make money that way?
They are able to invest. The limits on out-of-state resident investors' profit sharing is 25%. So, for instance, if you purchase into or invest into a cannabis cultivation facility, a cannabis processing facility, or a cannabis dispensary operation, the maximum that an out-of-state resident could procure in that deal is 25% of the LLC's profit.
That's the max?
That's the max. Until residency is established, out-of-state investors can only achieve 25% of the profit. Max.
But you could be doing that, let's say, while you're trying to establish residency, right?
Absolutely. You can gain that profit as an out-of-state resident for the rest of your life. The point is that you have the ability to get into a business that generates residual income and generational wealth. I don't know if a lot of people understand what that means, but when people have land and they have the ability to produce a product that they can market and sell, that creates generational wealth. Generational wealth means that your children have lives better than we do. Generational wealth means that we sell and keep property within our families. We create wills and trusts. We create estates, all as a result of generational wealth.
Hey man, that's what's up. I need to. I mean, obviously, I didn't have this segment planned for the show today, but I definitely got to have you back on, bro, so we can like just get knee deep into this because I want to know more, right? And it's just awesome that that you, somebody that I know knows so much about it, and that's how it began and are created. Even if that means reconnected, and that's really a part of what I wanted to do. Really, what Eric went off, but it's really what I wanted to do with this show is to reconnect with old folk, with old friends and family, and create networks in order to get things going. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. At least we can come in, catch up, and just reminisce about old times. That's fun for me. That's so much fun for me. But in addition to that, if you can create networks and make money, shit, why not? Right? Why not? I see the Spratt family in the background. What y'all doing? Cooking dinner? Y'all
What
working
y'all
out?
running? My wife running. See you trying to be on camera.
What's up? Why not? Who that is back there? That one of your dog's friends?
That's my bonus child. That's Deandra. That's my middle child.
All right, so they got the live music starting back. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's getting pretty loud. But
All right, but yo, go Cats.
Go, man. All right.
Go Cats tonight. I hope they bring home that axe tonight.
Yo, I appreciate you, man, for stopping by. I'll see you again, man. Peace out, bro.
All right, bro.
Number 21, Sherman Bearcats back in the day. Pete, the secret weapons Spratt. Just want to give a shout out again to everybody that's come on the show today. Kevin, my classmate Kevin Morris, my classmate Chad Cole, my classmate Eric Biggs. We're out here at the Old Iron Post in downtown Sherman, Texas. We're getting ready for the Battle of the Axe, the Sherman versus Denison football game. Again, shout out to Holland's logos. They fitted me out with my gear today. I know they had like a little tailgate going earlier, selling t-shirts for the game. Not sure if they're still there, but swing by downtown Sherman on your way to the game. Swing by the bar, get your drink, have a drink with me, jump on the show. If you're watching, right? If you're watching and you can't get here, I threw a link in the Facebook chat. I threw a link in the YouTube chat. I threw a link in the Twitch chat. So click on the link, jump on the show, offer your perspective. We started out talking about football. So far, we've talked about football. We've talked about middle school volleyball. We've talked about legal cannabis growth in Oklahoma. This conversation has gone everywhere. And I'm just happy to be home back in Sherman. All right, I made some of my rounds earlier today with family. I'm happy for any of my old friends to swing by, get ready for the game. I'll see you at the game. Depending on what I get into after the game, I may go live again just to recap what happened in the game. We're hoping that Sherman is going to bring back the Axe tonight after, 7, 8, 9 years. No one can quite figure that out how long it's been, but it's been way too fucking long since Sherman won this football game, and we got to get it done tonight. We got a new high school, we got a new coach. We got to get this done tonight. The Axe needs to come home. So we're here supporting the Sherman Bearcats. Out here at the Old Iron Post in downtown Sherman. I haven't been in downtown Sherman in forever, and it is thriving, man. It is like I remember coming through here, some time ago when it seemed like a ghost town. But we've got new bars and restaurants opening. There's businesses. There's black-owned businesses. The shirt that I bought this from a black-owned business, which is amazing. So downtown Sherman is thriving. They got a brand new high school, like $150 million high school. So it's just we got to win this game. We got to win this game tonight. So shout out to everybody that's joined in, whether on chat or coming to the live stream. I appreciate y'all. I'm just hanging out with my friends, man, having some drinks. Don't go anywhere. I just got to go piss. So let me go. I'm going to leave everything on and running. Hey, I'm gonna have Chad come on and just talk shit if he wants to. So I'm gonna put him on while I go piss. Don't worry, I'm gonna kick him off as soon as I get back. Chad, I'm gonna go pee. So I'm gonna give you the headset. Okay. And you can just do whatever you want to do, bro. I'll be right back. All right. It's got my name on here, but everybody knows you.
I got you.
Yeah, you got me, bro. You got me. Yeah.
Hey, we got a shout out for Greg Green and his podcast, and also his prostate. He's going to go out and do his thing. Hey, so who we got on here? I'm looking on the live chat, and I appreciate the chance to get to sit down in Greg Green's seat. You know, we were talking about the Sherman Denison game so many times. I got this, dog. I'm just going to freestyle. So he asked earlier, you know, what are your memories of the Sherman Denison game? And for me personally, honestly, I brought up a couple of things, but the most important things I remember are all the other players, all the great players from Sherman and from Denison who played in this football game. Multi-sport athletes, but also the guys that just specialize in football. I remember Reggie Perry from Denison. Got to give a shout out to Reggie Perry. He's a friend of mine. Quarterback, went off to USC and played. He was a great quarterback. Could roll out, he could run, he could throw the ball. And that was a big deal for everybody from this area, a player like that from our town, from our area who goes off and plays D1. That's just a shout out to a Yellow Jacket. But back to the Bearcats, you know, I sent a text message earlier. I had to make sure I had the right phone number. Chad Rowland, you got to remember Chad Rowland played for the Sherman Bearcats. We were in the 8th grade, if I remember correctly. His senior year, he was class of 86. I think that's right, 85, 86, Sherman Bearcats. And if you were a kid in the 80s and you went to Bearcat Stadium to those football games, and you know those kids would be standing over there in the kinder care or Humpty Dumpty, whatever that was, that daycare end zone, and the ball, they'd kick the field goals and extra points, and the ball would go over the fence, and those little kids would throw it back. And I have so many memories of Bearcat Stadium, but Chad Rowland is one of those because they called his name so many times because he made so many tackles. Y'all remember that? He went off and played at Arkansas, and I know he calls the games here in Sherman. So it's great. He continued to set a great example, and he can continue to give back to the Sherman Bearcat community. I think that's really cool that he did that. You know, I remember Rod Schiller playing really well against Denison our junior year, had at least one touchdown. Willie Lawrence, come on, you got to remember Willie Lawrence, everybody back in the day. Willie Lawrence, he'd get the ball around the edge, and if he could get that inside shoulder around the corner, around the edge, he would go. He'd either go the distance or he'd get the first down. They always ran hard. They always played hard. All the Sherman Bearcat teams back in our era in the 80s and even 70s and 80s were fun to watch. So it was just fun to even be a part of that tradition. If I was ever going to pick a game where I would make the paper, it would certainly be the Denison game, and that's what happened for me personally, which is kind of cool. You know, I didn't expect that. We part of that undefeated team. Brittany Posey with his big hits in that game. Sterling Boyd with his long run. Charleston Cooksey just grinding it out. If my all-time top 5 favorite football players, period of all from NFL to high school to whatever, Charleston Cooksey is in my top 5. He was a fantastic running back. He played and ran probably 50 pounds heavier than he actually was. He took a lot of abuse. He was a great football player, and it was fun to be on that team. It was just great to be on part of that football team with those players. I see Marlon Scruggs in the chat, and Eric, you know, he was replying about Eric. Great to run into Eric Biggs. We had such great class members at Sherman High School, so very cool to get to see that with our classmates. Who else is out there in the chat? I see Jeff Foster was on here earlier. But, Artez is still rocking this. The team just walked into the stadium about 10 minutes ago. So they've done the walk. I know my wife and my daughter walked down there. They wanted to see that. I was explaining to my daughter on the way here. And really, Lori, my wife, moved to Sherman in junior high and was a fish out of water that settled in pretty well and then moved away before high school was over. So she had a glimpse of Sherman, but didn't understand all the traditions and how, when you get older, it makes more sense. You come downtown, you find a place to go, or you want to be in the area so that you can just walk to the stadium and go to the games. They've done such a great job in the area around Bearcat Stadium where the municipal building is and all those buildings. Everyone who's from Sherman and maybe you moved away, but you remember those buildings. And it's so beautiful down here. It's a great downtown area. Sherman's had a interesting history and we've moved along, and it's just great to see the community come out for the Yellow Jackets, for the Denison Yellow Jacket game. We got live music about to start over here on the patio at the Old Iron Post. Greg has got me stalling for him, and I told him I got this. There's balloons floating around. Who else is out there in the live chat? That's great. One more thing, I remember Greg brought this up earlier. Artez Paramore popped in. He still may be on here, but Artez, he was a sophomore. Our senior year in '89, he was a sophomore on the varsity that played quite a bit. I think he rotated in quite a bit, and he was next to impossible to get around in the middle as a defensive tackle, nose guard position. Great to have him. I remember playing behind that defensive line between Isaiah Shepard and Artez and also who else was on that defensive line? Good Lord, I can't remember. We had Clint Little, Jason Taylor playing on the end. Joey Staples was on the other end. We had Artez. We had Isaiah Shepard. We had who else did we have on that line? Who's on the live chat that can help me? Chad Anderson. Thank you, Artez. That's exactly right. And I'm forgetting Foof. That's exactly correct. Foof played with me at the for Waldo Funeral Homes, 7th grade. I was 7th grade. He was 6th grade. We won the Super Bowl that year. That's so great. Thank you, Tez. You saved me right there. I was totally having brain freeze about some of the other defensive linemen that rotated in that year. They were juniors. They absolutely played way above their weight, way above their talent. Phenomenal. Chad Anderson was phenomenal. Foof was phenomenal too. Foof and I were on the Waldo Funeral Home Raiders. I remember that was the 1984 Boys Club Senior League. We won the Super Bowl. Tim Sloan was on that team with us. Pastor Tim Sloan. He played rip, defensive end, strong side defensive end with us during the '89 season. But y'all remember Tim Sloan was a quarterback, and he had an amazing arm back in an era when we hardly threw the football at all. But if he had, if we had thrown the ball more, God Almighty, who knows what would have happened throwing the football. But yeah, Tim Sloan was on that team with us with the Waldo Funeral Home Raiders. We won the whole Super Bowl championship. at Bearcat Stadium. I know y'all have some great memories of Bearcat Stadium. Andre Williams was in the secondary. I mean, he was a sophomore my senior year. He went on to greatness. He was a great player then. So many great players on those Sherman Bearcats teams. Who else? Artez, tell me who else. Actually, I remember the Grand Prairie game that season, A9 season. We had Kevin, who was it that who was played in the secondary? He was the kid that jumped up and knocked the ball down against Grand Prairie. What was his name? Defensive back. Yes. He was a sophomore or junior that came up. It wasn't Andre. Who was somebody? Got to tell me. Alvis Anderson. Thank you, Artez. Is just saving me straight up. Thank you, Artez. Alvis Anderson. That's exactly right. I will never forget that for the rest of my life. Him coming out of nowhere and knocking that ball out of the air against Grand Prairie. But, it's all about teamwork. It's all about laying it out there. I know Artez knows because he had one of the greatest coaches of all time in the history of Sherman. He was the head coach at Frederick Douglass High School. They won the state championship. Coach Ed Hunt. Everyone should know that. His name should be everywhere in this town. Coach Ed Hunt, he was my teacher. He was my coach. From 9th grade on, Coach Hunt had such an impact on me personally, that I'll never forget his words. I'll never forget all the wisdom he gave us in class and out of class. It wasn't about football. I know that a lot of us understand that now. All those lessons that we learned in the heat in the summer out there on the practice field or at Center Street. If you're old school, like I was old school, we used to go to Center Street to off-season, 9th to 10th grade at least. And Coach Hunt was always there. He always was staying on top of you, but he was always encouraging. And he always told it like it was, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for Coach Ed Hunt and his family and their service and sacrifice to the Sherman area. That state championship team at Fred Douglass is a big deal. It's part of all of our shared heritage, and it's something to be proud of. And he carried that over into the Sherman Bearcat program when times were difficult in the beginning of integration in this area. That's the way I was raised in an integrated, school. We were new in that era, and nothing but the utmost respect for Coach Ed Hunt and his family. So we've got to give a shout out to him, and it's his players, Artez Paramore, Foof, Alvis was in the secondary, but Chad Anderson, all those guys that played on the defensive line. Bryant Hughes, come on, I remember Bryant Hughes was on the defensive line then. It was hard to run the ball on Sherman. It was hard to do that back then because Coach Hunt taught such great technique and required excellence from the players. And so it was a great time to be a part of the program. And it's coming back. We know it's coming back here in Sherman right now. I'm especially excited now because now my daughter, who's old enough to get the chance to do the Sherman Denison game and actually remember and pay a little more attention to what's going on. I think this may be the third or fourth time in her 13 years to get the chance to come to the Sherman Denison game. We've done it a couple times up in Denison, I think, and a few times at Bearcat Stadium. So hopefully this will be the season we can bring the Axe back, right? Artez, we got to bring it back. And I wish Artez was here because he's so active in the chat, and he's got so much to say. I can tell you briefly, if you're watching this and you weren't a part of the football team, or you don't remember exactly what we're talking about. Artez Paramore was a phenomenal defensive linemen, inside interior linemen, nose guard. I think they moved them around. We ran a 5-2 defense at that time, and the 5-2, you had to do your job. You had to play your gap. You had to stay home. You had to do your job on defense. It required a lot of fitness, and it required a lot of discipline. If you know about that style of football. And Artez is inside. I remember as a weak side linebacker, he was in front of me typically all the time. And so I had between the center and the tackle, you had Artez and you had Isaiah Shepard and you had Joey Staples. So there were three players in front of me that had to do the job to help me do my job. And you're just looking at those players like, these are the best football players I've ever been around, and we are better than most of the players that we are coming up against, and we can do this if we play together. Play your job, do your job, do your role, play your role. One of the biggest collisions I was ever involved in the whole time I played football was against Trimble Tech, our homecoming game, and Artez Paramore came inside hard, and as I'm coming in to make the tackle too, and he hit me. Biggest hit I've ever received in my life was probably from Artez Paramore. Knocked the breath out of me for about 3 plays, and you don't want to leave the game. You don't want to leave the game, even if you can't breathe. But yeah, Artez hit me, and he hit me hard. And I'm just like, God, I'm thankful he's on our team, because the people he is colliding with there at the line of scrimmage, they absolutely remember those collisions. They might not remember his name, but they're going to remember when Artez Paramore hit him and wrapped his arms around him. But so this has been a great day. It's been fun to come up to Sherman and get to do this and bring my wife and daughter up here. Our oldest is in college, so she's missing this right now. She's already gone off back to Arkansas. But we're having a good time here in Sherman. Greg Green just rolled back in. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's finally come back. And I got to give him a shout out since I still have the headphones and I still have the microphone. Greg Green and I joined the Marines together after high school. And we were on spring break together down in South Padre Island. And Greg Green, he's sitting next to me and he says, "Hey man, what are you going to do after high school?" And he says, I've joined the Marines. And I said, if anybody's joining the Marines, I'm going too. Let's go. My dad was in the Marines in the 50s, and as soon as Greg Green mentioned joining the Marines, it flipped the switch in my head. Greatest decision I've ever made, other than marrying my wife, was going in the Marines with Greg Green. He did 20 years, I did 6. And don't walk off.
I gotta text Chris.
No. Okay. He's got to text Chris. See that little fight we had right now? But very proud to join the Marines with him. We went off to the Marines together, boot camp, Marine combat training, School of Infantry. He went to Hawaii with 3rd Marine Regiment, and I stayed in California and then eventually ended up in the 1st Marine Regiment. And I just like to give a shout out to Greg, because he's one of my favorite people of all time. He's a hero of mine. He's my favorite lifer in the Marine Corps. It's my favorite lifer. And it's been great. We've stayed in touch. He's my brother for life. And Chris Campbell should be here, and Chris Campbell was our safety. But Chris Campbell had to go play golf today. He had a tee time that he couldn't miss because Chris Campbell plays golf. You understand? And if you remember his dad was a hell of a golfer too. But we're having a good time. Yeah, that's right. We're talking. We're keeping it honest. That's right. Hey, Marcy, Coach Martin's daughter, Marcy Martin Townsend, the daughter of our beloved Coach Martin, who was the defensive coordinator for our 88-89 Bearcat football teams. we would literally run through a wall for him. We would take a bullet for him, and things that if you played high school football, you understand that the lessons and the things that the coaches said to us, about 75% of it was actually not about football. And as you get older, you realize they ain't even talking about football. They're telling us about how to do life, how to go out and win, how to go conquer life, how to overcome adversity and overcome obstacles and reach down and be better. You know, like instead of pointing the finger at other people or other circumstances, we actually first we look into ourselves and figure out where we're deficient or where we're not giving our all or whatever, and then we build from there. And that's what we learned, you know. That's what we learned as Sherman Bearcats. Greg is over here having a hell of a time because he sees that I'm over here doing this podcast for him because I love him so much. I'm reaching, trying to grab him while I'm looking at, there he is. I love him so much. He's going to come back. So guys, listen, thank you for putting up with me for the last several minutes. Artez Paramore, I love you so much. We got to hook up. Marcy, all y'all, if you're seeing this and you're still watching live, I appreciate you very much, and hopefully we'll see you down the road. But I'm going to hand the headphones and the microphone over to the great Greg Green. Come on, Greg. Come on, Greg. Let's go. I'm about to hand you this. Oh, for real. I got a plan. What's up? What you do, bro? You broke my shit? I don't know where that came from. Huh? Why you knocking over my shit, dog? I'm just fucking with you, man. Take it easy. Hey, y'all. What's up? Hey, shout out to my man Chad Cole for holding it down. Right? It started out just about going to the bathroom, but let me tell you, this is crazy, right? This is crazy. So I let Chad jump on. I go in the bathroom. So everybody's stopping me now. It's like, yo, what is this all about? What are you doing? Where are you from? They have no idea. They have no idea. I'm like, nobody right now. But I love it though. This lady just came up to me. She was like, what are you doing? She goes, I don't even know what you guys are talking about, but I'm enjoying watching you enjoy yourself. So I appreciated that, man. I forgot her name, but she was so nice to stop me and was talking, just asking me what I'm doing, and then just was not appreciating like whatever, I don't know, clout and all that bullshit. She just like was watching me over here just being Greg, and she's like, he look like he's having fun. Shit, I'm just gonna watch him have fun, and that's fun for me. Isn't it crazy, right? But that's what it's all about. I don't even know what like this whole thing is going to end up is going to be about. But I was talking to my man Kevin. He was like, "Dude, it's cool that you ain't really got like just like talking about whoever's here." So we talked about obviously Bearcat football tonight. We talked about we're talking about private school volleyball in Woodway. I got my friend's little girl to be able to get a social media account because she's not allowed to have a social media account. I made that happen right here on the Gregory live stream. She's getting an IG tonight. Then we start talking about selling cannabis in Oklahoma, and now my classmate Eric Biggs is trying to get me to move to Durant, Oklahoma. So I'm like, damn, all this stuff that's happening right now that would have never presented itself had I not come here today. It would never have done that. So I appreciate all my friends for coming out. But again, we're here to watch the Valley X tonight. We got live music here at the old Iron House in downtown Sherman. Let me tell you right now. All right, this is a cool place. It's a cool place. But the people are really nice. The people are really nice here. But me and Eric are the only black people in here. Sherman, where are y'all? Where are the black people in Sherman? I thought some of y'all might, I don't know, I haven't been here in a while. So I don't know what's up. Where do I need to go to see the black people?
You know, do y'all ever come here? It's not the spot. I'm at the old Iron House. I keep saying house. Old Iron Post in downtown Sherman because they told me this is where the place to go if I want to do a live stream. There's people in the back. Everything's growing. But I haven't seen that in the black place. Come on. But regardless, I'm having a good time. You're watching the Great Green live stream. I know some of y'all ain't never been here before. Some of y'all just step in and peek out. And when we know y'all heard this all good. But you can catch me right now. We're streaming this live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you haven't already, then some people have already come to me. Yeah, Greg, I already subscribed. But if you're new and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and throw in the Greg Green live stream in the search on YouTube. Subscribe. Comment about what you saw tonight. I never asked for comments, but I'll ask for comments today because I've gotten a lot of feedback so far. So, like or subscribe to the channel over on YouTube. Also on Twitch, it's Greg Green Live. But over on YouTube, subscribe and throw a comment in there. And you can follow me on Instagram at Greg in his 50s. On the IG, follow me there, and I'll follow you back. So the next show, this was kind of like a spot of the moment show for me today. I was just, I was hoping they would let me do it, not expecting them to say yeah. He said yeah, and so I set up in here, and so here I am. But the next show, I'm gonna have my friend Kevin, who's here right now. He's gonna be helping us learn about mortgage loans. And then my man Eric Biggs, who just came back in tonight, he's going to come back on and give us some more in-depth knowledge on the legalization of cannabis, his business that he has in Durant, Oklahoma right now. Oklahoma, I guess, medical marijuana is legal. So, dude, he's got it all figured out. Eric's got it all figured out, and I want to know more. And so that's all happened here since I got here today, right? Shout out to Marcy Townsend. Thank you so much for watching and chatting in. I know you saw Chad. Chad Cole was holding me down while I went to the bathroom and was talking to the folks, and everybody was like, what is this? Who is this guy? And what is he doing? Listen, I'm nobody famous, right? I'm not. I'm just a kid from Sherman, Texas, who played in this football game that's happening tonight. And I wanted to come back. It's been forever since the Bearcats won this, and I wanted to come and show my love and support. I got some former classmates and stuff who have kids playing this game tonight, so I'm super excited about watching the next generation of Bearcats try to hold it down against the Yellow Jackets, trying to hold it down against the Yellow Jackets. But yeah, I'm just here, just hanging out, having a good time. Shout out again to Holland's Logos. They fitted me out today. She gave me a card. Let me see. I think I left it in my car. If y'all from Sherman, you already know about it. You probably know about it. But I went in there, they ran out of stuff, they hooked me up, and it was all good. So I'm gonna hang around for probably about another 30 minutes because I ain't got nothing that's better to do. The beers keep coming. That's one thing. So here's a tip. If you want to go somewhere and get a bunch of free drinks, right? Get like some. You don't even have to be real. You ain't even got to be really live streaming. Just make it look like you doing some shit. Make sure you got your face on the camera. Right? Set up and pretend like you're doing a live stream or a podcast, and people will just start sending you drinks. They just keep sending them. They don't even know what the hell I'm doing, what I'm talking about. I could be talking about some shit that they're totally against, and then when people walking out, like, what the fuck's going on? Who's this? The only brother in the building right now? Eric Biggs here somewhere. I think Eric left, so I'm the only brother here now. That's all right. I guess. I can go live somewhere else. Just tell me where to go. I'm going to be in town probably till Sunday evening. So maybe I will do another live stream before I go. But there's some stuff I want to talk about. I've been leading up to this, when I first started a couple months ago, I was talking about preparing for a colonoscopy because I just turned 50. Well, I got that done on Monday, so I want to share my experience. If you're 50 and you haven't done it yet, you got to go do it. You got to go do it. They found some stuff in me that they're able to take out, and it's all good. but you got to catch that shit early. You got to catch it early. So if you're 50, you haven't done the colonoscopy, go get it done. I'm going to share my experience that I had with it on Monday. It was straight up easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But there's some unpleasant parts about it too. Not like back there, but just the whole shit you got to do to cleanse out the colon before you even go in there. Some shit you got to do. But I'll share that in the next couple of days. Right now, I'm here at the old Iron Post. I keep forgetting the name of this place. I keep saying it backwards. I keep wanting to call it Iron House. But the old Iron Post, downtown Sherman, getting ready for the Battle of the Axe tonight. It's stuff. We're gonna walk from here to the game and check it out. I think we may have an extra ticket. Anybody need a ticket? Did somebody claim that ticket yet? Did anybody claim that? Where did it go away? No one's paid for it. Okay, yeah. So hey, if you need a ticket to the game tonight, I got an extra ticket. So we just waiting for somebody to claim it. We can. Wait a minute. I think someone's claiming this shit right now. All right, hold on. I gotta respond to this and we'll see. I may have a ticket to the game tonight, but let me see. So I told Chris that Eric wasn't able to use a ticket, and so he's got 2 holes left on the course. But he still ain't say if he's going. I want to know for sure if he's coming, right? And then if not, we give a ticket to somebody else. So I'm trying to get a ticket. I know the game is already sold out, so I'm just sending a text message to my man just to make sure he doesn't want to claim it. But we may have one open. So, but if you need a ticket and you want to go to the game, you're in town, throw something in the chat, and I can hold you a spot if my man doesn't claim it. I'm asking him right now. He told us he wasn't going to be able to make it. I'm just going to check. Somebody's calling. See, I'm here. I'm getting phone calls. Hey, what's up? I don't see him. Hey, you know where Chad went? He went outside and started walking down the street somewhere. Okay. What? That's crazy. Where they at? They need to come have a beer and we'll talk to him. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, he's out there somewhere. Okay. Bye. Yeah, my bad. So I'm trying to see hold up now. All right, so they got some live music out there too. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's all good. So Greg Green live stream. We're gonna wrap it up in about 20 minutes here. We're gonna walk up to Sherman Bearcat Denison Yellow Jacket game. Going down. People started to come up and put my damn mask on in a minute. It's starting to fill up in here. But we're gonna be walking over to the Bearcat Stadium to watch the game. So yeah. Who's going to win tonight? Throw it in the chat. Who's going to win the game? I need to know. I keep hearing that Sherman has the team to do it this year, but I keep hearing they lost a lot of seniors, and they're not sure how things are going to go down. So if you're watching, throw in the chat who's going to win the game tonight, Sherman or Denison. Who do you think's? What's the local media saying? I know back in 1988 when I played in my first Battle of the Axe game, we were supposed to lose that game. It was supposed to be no way we was going to win that game. We had a new coach, everything. But we came out with the victory, 33-16. And it was great, man. It was the greatest game I ever played. No, it was fun. It was fun to win that game. Artez, you still there? Who's going to win tonight? We got the squad this year. Let me know. Marcy, what do you know? We got the squad to win this year? Let me know. What's going on? Who is going to win this game tonight? Oh! Shout out to my old friend Zeta Speed. Put no chats in there a long time ago. Sorry, I'm just now seeing that. So, friend Zeta, what up? I used to play with her brother Willie Speed. Willie Speed played linebacker back when I played. So, friend Zeta, shout out to friend Zeta Speed. Thank you so much for commenting in the chat. Coming to y'all live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Old Iron House. I keep saying house. Old Iron Post in downtown Sherman. Getting ready for the game tonight. So hope to see y'all there. It should be a great time. I've had fun today, just sort of running my mouth. But I think I said 20 minutes, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down because I gotta pack up. I don't want to be late. But again, thank you so much for coming on today. Some of my old classmates and teammates. Chad Cole, Pete Spratt, Kevin Morris, all sharing about what they remembered most about the Battle of the Axe game they played in. Shout out to Eric Biggs, who shared with us a lot about medical marijuana use in Durant, Oklahoma. I got to go out there and see if anybody wants to go visit. Shout out to my man Chad's daughter, Landry Cole, for sharing what it's like to be at a private school. What up, cuz? My cuz Keedy in the chat said Sherman Bearcats. That's what's up, Keedy. That's my cuz right there. Philip Booker, man. What's up? Tasha, I see you. Tasha said the Bearcats are going to win. Thank you for commenting. That's what's up. See, now everybody's trying to come up before I leave. Thank y'all. Who's going to win the game tonight? Let me know. I ain't got no Denison fans out there watching because they know what's up. They know what happened when I played against them. They remember that. I don't know which one to even drink. I'm telling you, here's what I told y'all first what you got to do. Just set up and make it look like you're doing some type of show, and people will start sending drinks your way. I don't even really drink beer like this. Everybody's like, what is he drinking? He's drinking Dos Equis. Send him another one. I can't even finish them before I start another one. I don't even drink like that. Hey, but I deserve a cheat day. All right, that's Mark, not Tasha, but what's up, Mark? What's up? He said Sherman's good, so that means, Mark, so you said Sherman's gonna win. That's what you're saying? They call Sherman's gonna win tonight. Give me a prediction, Mark. What's the score you think Sherman's gonna? What's the score is gonna be? What's the score gonna be? No scores yet. Let me know. Mark Ellison is married to my classmate. He's married to my cousin. What's that? Yes, sir. So what's the score going to be? Mark, what's the score going to be? All right, Mark says, it's going to be a high-scoring game, 31-28. That's pretty close. That means Denison has a squad too. Obviously I'm from Sherman, so I ain't heard nothing about the Denison team all week long. All I've been seeing is clips in my feed about Sherman. They got some motivational videos. I sent them a soundbite to play. I wish I could share that, but yeah, actually I can. Let me share with y'all real quick. I'm gonna try to share this. I sent a video. So Chanel sent me a request to send a little video for the pep rally, and so I did that. Let me see if I can share that with y'all. Hold on one second. I'm about to share my screen, but It's I thought it was pretty fun to do. It was fun to do. All right, first let me shout out my hold on, let me find this video. I don't know how to work my stuff. Just bear with me a second. Get this video up there. Try to share my screen. I had to find my thing with the show. Hold on. All right, so let me try to share my screen and I'll play it. This was my message to the players for the Sherman Bearcats. Hold on. All right. First of all, I'm going to be sharing my screen, but then I'm going to switch and then play the video. I don't know if y'all can be able to hear it or not, but this was my message to the Cats tonight. Hold on. All right. I need to share my screen right there. All right. I don't know if y'all can hear this. Give me a second. All right. There it is. That's on mute. Hold on.
Okay, we're gonna have a good time and song here, but I'm gonna just warn you, I'm gonna play it later also.
What happened? I messed it up.
But I'm trying to pick it up.
I don't know, man. Normally I have 3 different monitors. I only got 1 monitor, so I'm having a hard time doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to figure this out. Hold on. I'm trying to work off 1 monitor. And I've had like a gazillion brews. So I'm trying to
Time is coming again for the ballet act.
y'all see that? Yeah.
All right, so the time is coming again for the ballet act. My name is Greg Green. I had a distinct privilege and honor of playing this game way back in 1988 and 1989. 2 victories. And just like you guys this year, we had a brand new coaching staff. So rest in peace, Coach John Outlaw, Richard Martin, Coach Kane. Good luck. I know you got your work cut out for you. For the players, this is what you're gonna have to do. Go out there and get it done. Sorry, my own. Gonna have to do. Go out there and get it done. Sorry, my own. My wife will let me take that.
I don't even know if y'all ever see that. Also, Pete saw it. The message I sent. Let me stop sharing. Yeah. I sent that. I don't know. I hope they saw it. But I hope the Bearcats win tonight. Mark Ellison says Sherman's going to win 31-28. So y'all mark it down. It's going to be a high-scoring game, apparently. So it sounds like to me it could go either way. But Mark says 31-28. We'll see what happens. Anybody have any other predictions about the game tonight? Anybody? It's not about to shut it down. I gotta finish this. I still gotta walk to the stadium. I need to walk over there. See what's up. All right, no other predictions. So I got to pack up my stuff, so I'm going to sign off. I want to make sure I get to the game on time. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Greg Green live stream. Don't forget to see me over on Instagram at Greg in his 50s. Follow me and I'll follow you back. Jump over to the YouTube, put in the search the Greg Green live stream, subscribe, and comment. I know you asked me to comment, but comment on what you thought about the live stream today. I'd appreciate it. Also on Twitch at Greg Green Live. But again, last time before I go, shout out to the old Iron House. Hold up, Brad Morgan. Hit up Brad Morgan. Hit up Brad Morgan. Here's what he meant. Brad's probably busy. Is he? You want me to hit up Brad and see if he come on, or just hit him up? No, I think Brad's gonna try to give us a tour tomorrow, so that'll be cool. But yeah, we're hopefully I'll get to go see the new high school tomorrow. I can't wait. But I'm supporting the Bearcats tonight again, shout out and thank you to the old Iron Post for letting me come into their facility to do this. I just walked in and asked them, hey, can I do a live stream out of y'all's restaurant bar? He's like, yeah, come on in. So that was dope. Also, again, shout out to Holland's Logos who geared me out today. They were great. I went in there earlier. They were sold out. Courtney was like, hey, Greg, don't worry about it. We can print you a shirt. We can print you something on a hat that you want. We can get that done. We'll call you back. Come back through. We got you covered. And that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. They called me in less than a couple hours. I went back. Now I'm geared up for the game tonight. So, Bearcats, don't embarrass me. So shout out to Hollis Logos. They did their thing. They took care of your boy. Iron Post, old Iron Post restaurant. Shout out to them. You need to come here and get some of their wings. Their wings were great. But I'm out of here. About to go to the game, pack up my stuff. Thank y'all so much for chilling. What's Kevin saying? I'm not running a snake tomorrow. You're not gonna run a snake tomorrow? His wife Bonnie just walked in. Hey Bonnie, how you doing? I can't see her, but she's here. But I'm gonna go ahead and pack up. We gotta start walking soon. Thank y'all for tuning in. I try to get on, at least once or every other week, the Greg Green live stream. Subscribe, you'll see me, hit me up on Facebook, whatever. But today's been great, so I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the game. I may do a live stream after the game, maybe. It depends on what's going on. I might not even be alive anymore. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.